All right, this is a federal RICO case against Starbucks. You've seen the impossible light activity, the light show that the demon-possessed maintain inside of that cafe. They're engaging in what is driving an impossible light on the inside here. The Ontario police are here gang stalking, engaging in what is the clear identification of a threat that the federal government is going to prosecute them for. Impossible light while 6XIB789 monitoring together. They're not strangers, and this is a business sharing and surveillance. 89841M1. This is the light activity outside. It's not even the sun, and this is not sunlight, and it's also not going to create the light activity that you also know is occurring on the inside of Starbucks while the Ontario police are exhibiting demon possession to the public. That is a threat to the that's a threat to the union, and the entity that's engaging in surveillance, this beast system, is underway while they're engaging in that. The demons are inside of the building monitoring with the people of the state. This is P.O.C. License 42440P3 7CNF010 5SEV157. The same street, by the way. The fake sun is over me here. It's 7:29 a.m. This is where the demons of the Ontario police are stalking on the roads and the highways, and doing so in the middle of the afternoon while I'm crossing path with this same venue in the middle of the afternoon during the 1 p.m. hour. And the entity is stalking on the roads and the highways like they're stalking now inside of Starbucks. What is monitoring? They're here stalking, making a purchase from Starbucks is the federal RICO case. They're here stalking, impossible light, monitoring with communication devices in furtherance of murder. All their license plates are on the record. They're all going to prison. Okay, this is a stalker. They're on this same street as I captured on video, and the federal government is going to put every single last one of them in prison. This is Mike Lorenz's federal prosecution also for the pattern of conduct by that agency. And he is responsible for the criminal activity that the city of Ontario is engaged in, just like they call themselves being responsible for any reduction in the murder rates, which is information that they're engineering in the first place. The criminals are them, the entity. They're engaging in surveillance. They make up this information, okay, on a Excel sheet. Crossing paths with the police, license 7TTM399. 9MQX178. They're under the fake sun that's still here at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This is stalking on the roads and the highways, and the Ontario police do the same thing. 9LLY157. The Ontario police are doing the same thing. They're right here in relevant position. These are vagina monitors. They go into the bathroom stalking with the agency as well. They're with the psychopaths, Amazon Prime, Southwest stalking, dipping with planes. 9XDG921, where the fake sun is present. Mental illness is no longer closeted. Stalking by a population, mentally ill behavior, is no longer secret, okay? 8UMF545, 8SPD011. This is P.O.C. It is impossible. It is impossible, and it is foolish to engage in stalking in the face of the federal government. But that's what the mentally ill, the demon-possessed have done, hence the P.O.C., which is for the public, for the world to know what's going on in California, and it is demon possession. The criminalization of a satanic means of targeting people, which is criminal surveillance, and the entire agency that's engaged in criminal surveillance, calling themselves, these demons are going under the deceptive misnomer of being identified as a police department. They're not a police department. They're demon possessed. They're engaged in the sex offense of molesting my body while they're crossing paths, stalking under the fake sun. And this evidence is going to be used to prosecute every single last one of them. Everyone that I'm encountering, including them under this 7 a.m. fake sun, where I'm here, for example, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, they're engaging in surveillance and they're stalking, they're specifically targeting me in concert with the people of the state who engage in that. Also, they're doing so with knowledge, keeping it under surveillance, and that's a very mentally deranged stalker. That's a very unlawful, high threat while they are doing so, stalking with guns and badges and uniforms, using helicopters and vehicles, exercising authority under the law, representing themselves as having authority under the law. The Constitution does not provide authority to stalkers. That's not what the executive branch is. They're not engaging in law enforcement, and they're going to prison for that. This is how they get away with murder. That's literally why they joined the agency. That's why the U.S. government's maintaining surveillance and has not told the American people. This is the beast system. License 9NLG711. Bring security 53241X3. Bring security is a stalker. Okay, and it's not just right here. Remember, big picture. 5 hours from now, 6, 7, 8 hours from now, the fake sun is still in the same city over the same person. That is myself. That means what's going on at the Ontario Town Square is evidence to put the same vagina monitors in prison. Okay? What Starbucks is doing is a prosecution of every business in the state of California. This is the pattern of conduct. Every word, every syllable coming out of your mouth, I'm going to prosecute you with it. So while you like to act like you're on private property, and while you want to act like you're perplexed and asking me what I'm doing, that's going to be analyzed as a threat from an unstable psychopath who is obsessively stalking me with a whole agency that is sharing in a supernatural pattern of conduct that has failed in stealing my inheritance, falsely depicting my character when you are in fact the one that is entirely deranged. You're so deranged that now you're stalking in front of everyone in ways in which people have never even heard of. Oh, but they know it's true because they're watching it unfold on the internet. This is P.O.C. It is currently 7:34 a.m. at San Antonio and Holt Boulevard in Ontario, California, where the fake sun sets. And the evidence shows that this is exactly where I also have the fake sun setting. Where the fake sun rises and sets. I'm also in Los Angeles capturing the fake sun through my living room window in the morning, which I routinely use to prosecute the city of Ontario. They're going to prison. That's the long and short of it. And so are the people of the state. In the same way you're looking at a criminal cooperation right here, this is what they do when they're engaging in traffic stops together. The people of the state are going to prison, just like Jay Hernandez is, and this is the fake son. Superior Grocer's right over there. He's going to prison. While his super smart partners engage in molestation with a possible light, can't help themselves but engage in what is ongoing conspicuous surveillance, Hernandez is going to prison. And that's just one of the ways all this evidence is going to be used to put all those predators, all those terrorists, all those vagina monitors of the Ontario police and the people of the state in prison. Because that's where you're going. POC.